Alright guys, Jason Greystone here. First of all, Happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed the holiday time spent with your families, and I don't know about you, but my last year seems to have absolutely flown by. And over Christmas I've been subjected to many conversations about how people are going to change their lives in some way and really make a difference in the new year. And when I look back on the year just gone, I really got thinking about how 12 months really isn't a long time, and although time spent in 12 months can make a huge impact on your life if spent wisely, it can, on the other hand, just fly by without you. And I just want to talk a little bit about the way we as human beings spend our lives, because I saw a similar video like this put out and it was based on some solid research, and I spent a long time examining and thinking about this and what we can do to maximize the short amount of time we have on the planet. So I thought I'd put a video out myself. So I created this little graph here, and it's the average life expectancy. We start at 0 and live up to 80 or 90, give or take 10 years. And the little lines here represent each decade of your life. Now you learn to walk and talk around here, and then it's school. And it's school up to around 19 or 20 when you're thrown into the workforce. And then of course it's, for most people, it's work up until they retire at 65 or maybe 75 years old. Now obviously this is just an average, some people work a bit longer and some work a little less, and it's just an average. Some people live much longer lives. I think the oldest person on record has lived to 120 years old. But for the sake of simplicity in this video, I'm just going to work on averages. So I'm going to leave out the first 20 years, which is used mainly on compulsory self-development. And I'm also going to leave out the last 5 years, because by that time, typically people have lost their zest for life. So at that age, so that leaves us about 50 years. Now, you essentially have 50 years to do everything you want to do in life, to discover your purpose, travel the world, write the book, make a difference. You want to see in the world, and you may be thinking, well, 50 years, that's not too bad. Well, that might be about to change, because first of all, you spend around 8 hours a day sleeping. You lose about 33% right off the bat. You can spend 17 years completely unconscious. Then there's preparing and eating meals. That takes up to around 2 hours of your day. So that can take another 4.2 years off of your life. And then there's time spent in the bathroom, grooming, bathing, shaving, brushing your teeth, or even using the toilet. That takes another 1.77 years. So in total, that's 22 and a half years. Already half of your allotted time is gone, and we've only gone as far as performing the most basic bodily functions. But it's not so bad, because after all we have 27 years left, right? Well, let's talk about work. The average person works around 40 hours a week, and without overtime or doing extra work at home to hit deadlines, that equates to about another 11 3/4 years. Let's call it 10 and a half years, because people tend to retire around 65 if they're lucky. Right. Now, commuting back and forward to work, sitting in traffic jams, just going from A to B, that's another 3 years. And now we've lost another 13 and a half years performing work and going back and forth for the privilege of being able to do so, simply in order to sustain ourselves and pay for our own existence so we can go back to work. So that leaves about 14 years, but we're not finished yet. You spend about an hour a day maintaining your home and lifestyle, taking out the bins, mowing the lawn, vacuuming, dusting, exercising, doing the school run. We all have to do that. That's 2.1 years right there. Another 90 minutes a day is spent keeping your home, friendships, community relationships, looking after your children, playing with them, confiding in your husband or your wife, caring for relatives, or maybe even time spent in worship. You now just have under 9 years left. Then there's television. That show you're addicted to, games on your phone, scrolling through your Facebook feed, your Twitter feed, text messaging, Snapchat, Instagram. In this day and age, we're subjected to an incredible amount of digital media, and it's not uncommon for some people to spend 2.5 hours a day on those types of pursuits. In total, it could take up to nearly 5.5 years off of your life. And I don't really think I've covered everything here, so let's consider this an optimistic estimate. So we have, what do we have left? 3.5 years. 3.5 years is the time you have to go on holidays, see the world, discover new places, find out who you really are, and maybe ultimately discover your purpose and answer all the questions you've always wanted the answers to. That's the time you have to do that thing you've been wanting to do but never find the time to do it. Maybe you're waiting for the kids to be older, maybe you're waiting for better working conditions, and as time goes on you just find yourself moving the goalposts further and further. But once this time is gone, it's gone forever, and it's never ever coming back. And I'm not saying this to scare you, I just wanted to give you some pause for thought and maybe put a fire in your belly, and hopefully this will encourage you to finally do that thing. Maybe it's time to find a significant change in your life. After all, you're going to spend 50 years of your life working, so you really need to ask yourself, do you really enjoy what you do? Are you following your passion in life, or is there room for a little readjustment? So that's it really for the video. I just wanted to get you fired up for 2017. If you like the video, or you have anyone you care about you think could benefit from this information, please like and share the video on your social media pages, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel and my other channels as well. There's going to be many more like this over the course of 2017. And if you're interested in learning how to trade the financial markets, and that's one of the things you've been meaning to do or look into but you haven't quite got round to it yet, feel free to check out the links below this video where you can find tons and tons of free valuable information and all the stuff you need to know on the basics if you're brand new as well. So until next time guys, take care, be great, spend your time wisely, and I'll see you then.